Imagine waking up at 30 and realizing you spent an entire decade making money, only to have nothing to show for it. No savings, no investments, no assets, no plan. The truth is, the financial mistakes you make in your 20s do not disappear. They compound. And so do the smart decisions. In today's video, I'm going to help you avoid the 10 money mistakes that keep most young adults stuck, stressed, and broke. If you want your future self to thank you, stay with me till the end. This is Reach Map. Let's start mapping your financial freedom today. Your 20s are exciting. It's the decade of freedom, experiments, new experiences, new jobs, and big dreams. But it's also the decade where small habits can either set you up for wealth or trap you in a cycle of paycheck to paycheck living. And the crazy part, most people do not even realize they are making these mistakes until it's too late. That's why this video is so important. My goal is not to scare you, it's to wake you up. Because building wealth is not about luck. It's about choices. And today, we will talk about the choices you need to avoid. The first money mistake to avoid in your 20s is spending everything you earn. When you are young and earning your own money for the first time, the temptation is always to enjoy it all. New clothes, gadgets, eating out, trips, parties, subscriptions you do not even use. But here is the problem. If you do not build the habit of saving now, it gets harder later. Lifestyle grows. Responsibilities grow, expenses grow. But your discipline would not magically grow unless you train it. Start by saving even a small percentage to 10%, 20%, whatever you can, but make it non-negotiable. You are building a muscle. The second mistake is relying on a single income stream. In your 20s, you have time, energy, and flexibility. This is the perfect decade to experiment with side hustles, freelancing, digital skills, small businesses, or even investment-based income. If all your money comes from one job, you are one decision away from losing everything. One decision from your employer, one recession, one layoff. Multiple streams of income are not just for the rich. They are what make people rich. The third mistake is avoiding investing because you think you are too young or do not earn enough. Let me tell you something. Investing is not about age or income. It's about time. The earlier you start, even with small amounts, the more your money can grow through compound interest. If you invest $100 a month starting at 20, you could end up with more than someone who invests $300 a month starting at 30. Do not wait. Start small. Start simple. But start. The fourth mistake is not tracking your expenses. If you do not know where your money goes, you will always feel broke even if your income increases. Most people underestimate how much they spend on food, outings, subscriptions, rides, impulse purchases, and small habits that drain their wallet. Tracking your expenses is not about restriction. It's about awareness. Awareness gives you control, and control builds wealth. Mistake number 5 is using debt irresponsibly. Debt itself is not bad, but bad debt is credit cards, unnecessary loans, buying things you cannot afford, and paying high interest rates just because you wanted instant gratification. In your 20s, avoid debt that does not grow your skills, your business, or your assets. If it does not make you better, richer, or more capable, it's not worth going into debt for. The sixth mistake is not building an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Jobs end. Medical bills appear. Car problems happen. And emergencies do not wait for you to be financially ready. Without an emergency fund, you are forced to use loans, credit cards, or borrow from others. Set aside 3 to 6 months of expenses. It may take time, but once it's there, you will feel a level of peace that money truly buys. Security. The seventh money mistake is ignoring your skills. Your earning power is one of your biggest assets, but only if you grow it. Most people stop learning after school or after getting a job. But your skills determine your income. The more valuable you become, the more money you can make. Invest in courses, read books, learn digital skills, improve your communication, build something. The best return on investment in your 20s is self-development. Mistake number 8 is trying to impress people. Buying things to look rich is the fastest way to stay broke. Expensive phones, luxury clothes, fancy nights out, or a lifestyle that looks good online but destroys your bank account in real life. It's not worth it. Quiet wealth beats loud spending. And trust me, the people you are trying to impress are not paying your bills. The 9th mistake is not setting financial goals. If you do not know what you're aiming for, you will waste money on things that do not matter. Set clear goals. Saving for a car, investing monthly, starting a business, building an emergency fund, or buying your first property. Goals. Give your money direction. Without direction, money flows out as fast as it comes in. And the 10th and final mistake is thinking you have plenty of time. This mindset destroys more financial futures than anything else. Yes, you are young. Yes, life is long. But small, smart financial decisions today can give you freedom, options, and peace in the future. Waiting only makes it harder. Start now. Start imperfectly. But start. Your future self will thank you. Before we wrap up, remember your 20s are not about being perfect. They're about being intentional. You do not need to be rich to start making smart money decisions. You just need to be aware and consistent. Every small good habit builds momentum. Every bad habit steals your future. You get to choose. If you found this video valuable, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more videos on money, mindset, and financial freedom, make sure you subscribe to Rich Map, where your journey to wealth begins with clarity, education, and action. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Your map to a richer future starts today.